In the year 2150, humanity had been scattered across the solar system, remnants of a once thriving civilization on Earth. The catastrophic events that had led to Earth's near destruction were etched into the collective memory of the survivors. Mars, now home to the largest human colony, stood as a beacon of resilience and hope. Captain Alex Turner, one of Mars' most respected leaders, gazed out of the observation deck at the dusty red landscape. The colony had flourished under his leadership, but the ghosts of the past were never far from his thoughts. "Captain," a voice crackled over the intercom, breaking his reverie. "We've picked up an unusual signal from Earth. You need to see this." Alex hurried to the control room, where Dr. Emily Reyes, the colony's foremost expert on ancient Earth technology, was hunched over a terminal. Her brow furrowed in concentration as streams of data scrolled across the screen. "Emily, what have you found?" Alex asked, his curiosity piqued. Dr. Reyes looked up, her eyes wide with excitement and concern. "It's a signal, Alex. It's coming from Earth, and it's broadcasting on a frequency that hasn't been used in over a century. The source appears to be one of the old world's major cities, New York." Alex's heart skipped a beat. New York? But that city was abandoned decades ago. What's the signal saying? Emily tapped a few keys, and a series of cryptic symbols and codes appeared on the screen. "It's a repeating message, but I haven't been able to fully decode it yet. However, it references something called the Phoenix Protocol. It could be a technology or a project from before the cataclysm." Alex knew what this could mean. The Phoenix Protocol might be the key to rebuilding what was lost. "Assemble a team. We're going back to Earth." The announcement sent ripples through the colony. Volunteers flocked to be part of the mission, eager to reclaim their heritage. Alex handpicked his crew, Dr. Emily Reyes for her expertise, Sergeant Mark Harris for his combat skills, Lieutenant Sarah Bennett as their pilot, and a few other specialists. As they prepared for departure, the weight of their mission settled over them. This wasn't just a journey to a ruined planet, it was a quest to uncover humanity's lost legacy. The journey to Earth was both awe-inspiring and sobering. As their ship, the Endeavour, approached the blue planet, the sight of the once vibrant world now shrouded in decay was a stark reminder of the fragility of human civilization. They landed in what remained of New York City. The skyline, once dominated by towering skyscrapers, was now a skeletal silhouette against the hazy sky. Vegetation had reclaimed the streets, and silence hung heavy in the air. "Stay alert," Alex commanded as they disembarked. "We don't know what we're walking into." The team moved cautiously through the overgrown streets, their footsteps echoing in the eerie stillness. Emily's scanner beeped intermittently, guiding them towards the source of the signal. "Over here," Emily called out, pointing to a dilapidated building that had once been a hub of activity. They entered, weapons at the ready. Inside, they found a control room, remarkably well preserved. Consoles and monitors, covered in a thick layer of dust, lined the walls. In the center of the room stood a pedestal with an ancient terminal, still powered and emitting a faint hum. Emily approached the terminal and began her work. "This is incredible. The systems are still operational." As she decoded the message, Alex and Mark secured the perimeter. "We need to be prepared for anything," Mark said, his eyes scanning the shadows. Minutes later, Emily's voice broke the tension. "I've got it. The Phoenix Protocol is a repository of advanced technologies, designed to help humanity rebuild in the event of a global catastrophe. And it's located right here in New York." Alex's mind raced with the possibilities. If we can access it, we could change everything. But why is the signal active now? Maybe it's a failsafe, Emily speculated. Or perhaps someone activated it. Their conversation was cut short by a sudden noise. The ground trembled, and a low rumble echoed through the building. "We're not alone," Mark muttered, readying his weapon. From the shadows emerged figures clad in makeshift armor, their faces obscured by masks. They were human, but their intentions were unclear. "Stand down," Alex ordered, raising his hand. "We're here on a mission of peace." One of the figures stepped forward, removing his mask to reveal a weathered but determined face. "You shouldn't have come here," he said. "This place is a battleground, and you've just stepped into the middle of it." Alex's eyes narrowed. Who are you? We're the Guardians, the man replied. And we're the ones protecting the Phoenix Protocol from falling into the wrong hands. Tensions flared as the two groups sized each other up. We're here to help, Alex said firmly. We want to restore what was lost. The Guardian leader studied Alex for a moment before nodding. Then perhaps we can work together. But know this, there are others who seek the protocol, and they won't hesitate to kill for it. As the sun set over the ruins of New York, Alex knew their mission had just become infinitely more complicated. The echoes of the past were leading them into a future fraught with danger and possibility. The ruins of New York were a stark contrast to the bustling metropolis it once was. As night fell, the group found temporary shelter in the dilapidated control room. The Guardians, wary but willing to cooperate, kept a close watch. Alex sat across from the Guardian leader, whose name he learned was Jonas. We need to understand more about the Phoenix Protocol and the dangers we face, Alex began. Can you tell us why it's so important? Jonas leaned back, his eyes reflecting years of hardship. The Phoenix Protocol was created as a last-ditch effort to preserve humanity's technological advancements. But it's more than just a repository. It has the potential to activate dormant technologies that could reshape our world. Emily, listening intently, asked, why hasn't anyone used it before now? Accessing the protocol requires specific codes and knowledge that were lost over time, Jonas explained. We've been protecting it, waiting for the right moment and the right people to unlock its potential. Mark, ever the skeptic, interjected, and who exactly are these others you mentioned? The ones who would kill for it. Jonas's expression darkened. They call themselves the Reclaimers. A group of former military and rogue scientists who believe the protocol should be used to establish their own power. They've been trying to seize control for years. Alex exchanged a glance with Emily. We need to access the protocol and ensure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Will you help us? Jonas nodded slowly. We'll help. But know this, the journey won't be easy. The Reclaimers are ruthless, and they won't stop until they get what they want. The next morning, under Jonas's guidance, the combined team set out to reach the heart of the Phoenix Protocol. The city's landscape was treacherous, with collapsed buildings and overgrown vegetation creating natural obstacles. As they navigated through the ruins, Emily's scanner beeped intermittently, guiding them towards their destination. We're getting closer, she said, her eyes scanning the horizon. Suddenly, a shot rang out, and the group scattered for cover. Ambush! Mark shouted, returning fire towards their unseen attackers. The Reclaimers had found them. A fierce firefight ensued, with bullets and energy blasts tearing through the air. Alex and his team fought valiantly, but the Reclaimers were relentless. Jonas and his Guardians provided crucial support, their knowledge of the terrain giving them an edge. We need to keep moving! Jonas yelled, signaling his men to advance. In the chaos, Sarah spotted a narrow alleyway. This way! We can outflank them! The group moved quickly, weaving through the maze of debris and rubble. The sounds of battle echoed behind them, but they managed to put some distance between themselves and the Reclaimers. As they regrouped in a partially intact building, Alex took stock of their situation. We can't keep running like this. We need to find a way to neutralize the Reclaimers. Jonas agreed. We know their leader, Major Graves. He's ruthless and cunning, but he has a weakness. He craves power and recognition. If we can outsmart him, we might stand a chance. Emily, working on her scanner, interrupted. I think I've found the entrance to the Phoenix Protocol. It's not far from here, but we need to act fast. With renewed determination, the team pressed on. They reached a heavily fortified building, partially hidden beneath layers of debris. This is it, Jonas confirmed. The entrance to the protocol's central hub. Emily and Sarah worked quickly to bypass the security systems. It's heavily encrypted, Emily muttered. But I think I can crack it. Minutes felt like hours as Emily hacked into the system. Finally, with a triumphant beep, the door slid open, revealing a dimly lit corridor leading to the heart of the facility. Inside, the air was cool and sterile, a stark contrast to the decaying city above. The walls were lined with advanced technology, much of it still operational. "This place is a treasure trove," Sarah whispered, awe in her voice. At the end of the corridor, they found the central chamber, dominated by a massive console and an array of holographic displays. "This is it," Emily said. "The core of the Phoenix Protocol." As she approached the console, a series of codes and commands filled the screens. "I'll need a few minutes to interface with the system," she said, her fingers flying over the controls. Alex and Jonas stood guard, their eyes scanning the entrance. "We don't have much time," Alex said. "The reclaimers will be here any minute." Just as Emily initiated the final sequence, the ground shook with the force of an explosion. "They're here," Jonas warned, gripping his weapon tightly. The reclaimers poured into the corridor, their weapons blazing. Alex and his team fought back, using the narrow space to their advantage. The firefight was intense, with energy blasts illuminating the darkened hall. Emily's voice cut through the noise. "I've got it! The protocol is activating." A surge of energy pulsed through the facility as the Phoenix Protocol came online. Holographic displays projected maps, schematics, and data streams, revealing the vast potential of the technology stored within. "We need to secure this place," Alex shouted, over the din of battle. "We can't let it fall into their hands." Mark and Sarah pushed forward, their weapons cutting through the reclaimers' ranks. "We're holding them back, but we need reinforcements," Mark yelled. Just as it seemed they might be overwhelmed, a new wave of Guardians joined the fray, turning the tide of battle. Together, they managed to repel the reclaimers, securing the entrance to the central chamber. Breathing heavily, Alex surveyed the scene. "We did it," he said, a mix of relief and determination in his voice. "But this is just the beginning. We need to understand and protect this technology." Emily nodded, her eyes reflecting the magnitude of their discovery. "The Phoenix Protocol is more than we ever imagined. It has the power to rebuild our world, but also to destroy it if misused." Jonas stepped forward, his expression serious. "We'll help you protect it. Together, we can ensure that this technology is used for the greater good." As the group began to explore the full extent of the protocol, they knew their journey was far from over. The reclaimers were still out there, and the secrets of the Phoenix Protocol were yet to be fully uncovered. For Alex and his team, the mission had become a race against time. They had to unlock the protocol's potential before their enemies could regroup and strike again. The future of humanity depended on it. The Phoenix Protocol had been activated, but its full potential was still a mystery. Alex and his team, along with the Guardians, worked tirelessly to decipher the wealth of information now available to them. The central chamber of the protocol's facility buzzed with activity as they sifted through data streams and holographic projections. Emily stood at the main console, her fingers flying over the controls. "This database is immense," she said, her voice filled with awe. "There are schematics, blueprints, and even detailed instructions for advanced technologies we've never seen before." Alex nodded, his eyes scanning the holographic displays. "We need to prioritize. What's the most critical technology we can use to strengthen our defenses and rebuild?" Emily paused, considering. "There's a section here on advanced energy shielding. If we can implement it, we could create an impenetrable barrier around Mars and our other colonies." "That sounds like a good start," Alex agreed. "But we also need to understand the full extent of the Phoenix Protocol. What else does it contain?" As they worked, Jonas approached, his expression serious. "We've intercepted reclaimer communications. They're regrouping and planning another assault. We don't have much time." Mark, always ready for action, gripped his weapon. "Let them come. We're ready for them." But Alex knew they needed more than just brute force. "Emily, focus on the energy shields first. We need to buy ourselves some time." The team worked through the night, making progress on the energy shielding technology. Emily's expertise and the Guardian's knowledge combined to create a formidable defense system. By dawn, they had completed the initial setup. Holographic projections showed the energy shield enveloping Mars, a shimmering barrier designed to repel any attack. "Activate it," Alex ordered. A surge of energy pulsed through the facility as the shield came online. The display showed the barrier forming around Mars, its surface glowing with a protective light. "We did it," Emily said, a note of triumph in her voice. "The shield is operational." Alex allowed himself a brief moment of relief. "This will keep us safe for now, but we need to stay on the offensive." "What else can we learn from the protocol?" Emily continued to explore the database. "There's information here on genetic enhancements, advanced weaponry, and even sustainable ecosystems. But there's one file that stands out, Project Genesis." Alex's curiosity was piqued. "What is Project Genesis?" Emily pulled up the file, and a series of complex schematics and detailed notes appeared. "It's a plan for creating self-sustaining habitats on uninhabitable planets. This could be the key to expanding our reach and ensuring our survival." As they delved deeper into the Project Genesis files, the full scope of the Phoenix Protocol began to unfold. The technology contained within the database had the potential to revolutionize human civilization, but it also posed significant risks if misused. Just as they were beginning to grasp the enormity of their discovery, an alarm sounded. "Incoming transmission," Jonas reported, his expression tense. The main screen flickered to life, revealing the stern face of Major Graves, the leader of the Reclaimers. "I see you've activated the Phoenix Protocol," he said, his voice dripping with disdain. "You have something that belongs to us, and we will stop at nothing to reclaim it." Alex stepped forward, his voice steady. "This technology belongs to all of humanity, not just a select few. We're willing to defend it with our lives." Graves sneered. "Then you will die for it. Prepare yourselves." The transmission cut off, leaving a tense silence in its wake. "He's bluffing," Mark said, though his grip on his weapon tightened. "No," Jonas said quietly. "He's not. We need to be ready for anything." As they braced for the impending assault, Emily continued to work on deciphering the protocol's secrets. "There's something else here," she said, her brow furrowing. "A message embedded within the Project Genesis files. It's a warning." Alex's eyes narrowed. "What kind of warning?" Emily read the message aloud. "To those who awaken the Phoenix Protocol, beware. The knowledge contained within is powerful, but it comes with great responsibility. Misuse will lead to devastation." A chill ran down Alex's spine. "We need to be careful. This technology is a double-edged sword." The team fortified their defenses, preparing for the Reclaimers' inevitable attack. As they waited, Alex reflected on the warning. The power they now held could either save or destroy humanity. Hours later, the Reclaimers launched their assault. The energy shield held firm against their initial barrage, but the attackers were relentless. Explosions rocked the facility, and the sounds of battle filled the air. Mark and Sarah led the defense, coordinating with the Guardians to repel the invaders. "We can't let them breach the shield," Mark shouted over the din. Emily, still at the console, worked to enhance the shield's power. "I'm rerouting additional energy to the barrier," she said. "It should hold, but we need to take the fight to them." Alex nodded. "Jonas, take a team and flank them. We need to cut off their reinforcements." Jonas and his Guardians moved swiftly, using their knowledge of the terrain to outmaneuver the Reclaimers. The battle raged on, each side fighting with fierce determination. Amidst the chaos, Alex found himself face to face with Major Graves. The two men squared off, their eyes locked in a deadly stare. "You're outnumbered and outgunned," Graves taunted. "Surrender now, and I might spare your life." Alex's jaw tightened. "Never. We're fighting for the future of humanity." The two clashed, a brutal fight that tested their strength and resolve. Alex fought with everything he had, driven by the knowledge that the fate of his people depended on his victory. In the end, it was Alex who emerged victorious. Graves lay defeated at his feet, his weapon knocked aside. "You've lost," Alex said, his voice cold. Graves sneered even in defeat. "You think this is over? The Reclaimers will rise again. You can't stop us." Alex turned away, signaling his team to secure the area. "We'll be ready." As the battle wound down, the survivors regrouped. The energy shield had held, and the facility remained secure. But the cost had been high, and the warning from the Phoenix Protocol loomed large in their minds. Emily approached Alex, her expression somber. "We did it, but there's still so much we don't know. We need to learn from the protocol, but we must do so responsibly." Alex nodded, his resolve firm. "We will. The Phoenix Protocol is a chance for a new beginning, but we must tread carefully. The future of humanity depends on it." As they began to rebuild and fortify their defenses, the team knew that their journey was far from over. The Phoenix Protocol had awakened a new era of possibility and danger, and they were the guardians of its secrets. Together, they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, guided by the knowledge that the power to shape their destiny was now in their hands. The dust had settled after the Reclaimers' assault, but the tension in the air remained palpable. The Guardians and Alex's team worked tirelessly to repair the damage and strengthen their defenses. The Phoenix Protocol had been activated, and its secrets were gradually being revealed. In the central chamber, Emily and Sarah pored over the holographic displays, deciphering more of the protocol's intricacies. "We've barely scratched the surface," Emily said, her voice filled with both excitement and trepidation. "There's so much more to uncover." Alex joined them, his expression serious. "What's our next move? We need to understand all aspects of this technology if we're going to use it responsibly." Sarah pointed to a new section of the database. "There's a file here on Project Echo. It appears to be related to communications and possibly a way to contact other human colonies. This could be crucial for uniting our scattered forces." "Good," Alex said. "Let's focus on that. If we can bring the colonies together, we'll be stronger against any future threats." As they delved deeper into Project Echo, the holographic displays revealed a network of satellites and ground stations designed to facilitate long-range communication. "This could allow us to reconnect with Earth's old colonies on the Moon, Europa, and beyond," Emily explained. While Emily and Sarah worked on reactivating the communication network, Mark and Jonas focused on fortifying their position. "We need to be ready for anything," Mark said, overseeing the installation of new defensive measures. "The Reclaimers won't give up easily." Jonas nodded. "We have to assume they'll strike again. But this time, we'll be ready." As the days passed, the team made significant progress. The communication network began to come online, and they sent out messages to any surviving colonies. Hopeful responses started to trickle in, and soon, they were coordinating with other human settlements across the solar system. One evening, as the team gathered in the central chamber, a priority transmission came through. The holographic display flickered to life, revealing the face of Colonel Tessa Shaw, leader of the Europa colony. "Captain Turner, it's an honor to finally make contact," she said, her voice filled with relief. "The honor is ours, Colonel Shaw," Alex replied. "We've activated the Phoenix Protocol and are working to secure its technology. We could use your expertise." Shaw nodded. "We've been isolated for so long, but we're ready to assist." "What do you need?" "Manpower and resources," Alex said. "The Reclaimers are a constant threat, and we need to ensure the protocol's technology is used for the greater good." Shaw's expression hardened. "We'll send what we can." It's time humanity stood united. With renewed hope, Alex and his team continued their work. The communication network expanded, connecting more colonies and bringing humanity closer together. One day, as Emily was working on the console, she stumbled upon another hidden file. "Alex, you need to see this," she said, her voice tinged with urgency. Alex joined her, and together they examined the new data. "It's a set of coordinates," Emily explained. "But they're encrypted. It looks like there's another facility, possibly containing more of the Phoenix Protocol secrets." "Another facility?" Alex's mind raced. "If there's more technology out there, we need to secure it before the Reclaimers do." The team prepared for their next mission. The coordinates led them to a remote location in the Antarctic, where an ancient underground complex awaited discovery. The journey was perilous, but they were determined. As they descended into the icy depths, the cold and darkness seemed to close in around them. "Stay sharp," Mark warned. "We don't know what we're walking into." Inside the complex, they found advanced technology far beyond anything they had seen. "This is incredible," Sarah said, her breath visible in the frigid air. It's like a time capsule from the height of human civilization. Emily worked quickly to interface with the systems. There's data here on renewable energy sources, climate control, and even genetic engineering. This facility could be a game changer. As they explored the facility, they stumbled upon a chamber filled with cryogenic pods. "What is this place?" Mark asked, his voice echoing in the cavernous room. Emily scanned the pods, her eyes widening in shock. "These are people. Scientists and engineers from the old world. They put themselves in stasis, hoping to be awakened when humanity was ready to rebuild." Alex's heart pounded. "Can we wake them?" "I think so," Emily said, her fingers dancing over the controls. "But it will take time to safely revive them." As they began the delicate process of awakening the scientists, a sense of awe and responsibility settled over the team. They were not just unlocking technology, they were reviving the very minds that had created it. One by one, the pods began to open, and the scientists emerged, disoriented but alive. Where are we?" one of them asked, blinking in the harsh light. Alex stepped forward. "You're in the future, and we need your help to rebuild our world." The scientists, though confused, quickly grasped the situation. "We have much to share," their leader said, his voice filled with determination. "Together, we can achieve wonders." As they returned to the main facility, the team knew they had crossed a threshold. The Phoenix Protocol was no longer just a repository of knowledge, it was a beacon of hope, guiding humanity toward a new dawn. With the support of the awakened scientists and the United Colonies, Alex and his team prepared for the challenges ahead. They would face them together, armed with the wisdom of the past and the promise of the future. And as the sun set over the frozen landscape, Alex felt a renewed sense of purpose. The echoes of the past had led them here, but it was the strength of their unity that would light the way forward. With the newfound knowledge and expertise of the awakened scientists, the Phoenix Protocol's potential began to unfold in ways Alex and his team had only dreamed of. The United Human Colonies worked together, sharing resources and technology to build a brighter future. However, the threat of the Reclaimers still loomed large, and their next move was uncertain. In the control room, Emily and the scientists were busy implementing the advanced technologies they had discovered. "These renewable energy sources could revolutionize our colonies," Emily said, her voice filled with excitement. "We can create self-sustaining habitats even in the harshest environments." Dr. Michael Hayes, one of the awakened scientists, nodded. "And the climate control technology will allow us to restore Earth's environment gradually." This is just the beginning. As they worked, Alex and Jonas strategized the next steps. "We need to stay ahead of the Reclaimers," Alex said. "They know about the Phoenix Protocol, and they won't stop until they have it." Jonas agreed. "We should expect them to strike again, and soon. We need to bolster our defenses and find a way to turn the tide in our favor." The United Colonies had sent reinforcements and supplies, and New Avalon was now a fortified stronghold. The energy shield protected them from external attacks, but Alex knew they needed more than just defensive measures. "We need to go on the offensive," Alex said, his eyes steely with determination. "If we can locate the Reclaimers' base of operations, we can take the fight to them and eliminate the threat once and for all." Mark, ever ready for action, volunteered. "I'll lead the reconnaissance team. We need to find their base and gather intel before we launch an assault." Alex nodded. "Take Sarah and a squad of our best soldiers. Be careful, and report back as soon as you have something." As Mark and his team prepared for their mission, Emily made a breakthrough. "Alex, I've found something," she said, calling him over to the console. "There's a hidden subroutine in the Phoenix Protocol. It's a failsafe designed to deactivate the protocol if it falls into the wrong hands." Alex's eyes widened. "Can we use it against the Reclaimers?" Emily shook her head. "It's not that simple. The failsafe is encrypted and requires a specific code to activate. We don't have the code, but it's possible the Reclaimers might." "Then we need to find that code," Alex said. "It could be our key to stopping them." Meanwhile, Mark and Sarah led their team through the treacherous landscape, following leads and gathering intel on the Reclaimers' movements. After days of tracking, they finally located a hidden base in the mountains. From a vantage point, they observed the base's defenses and noted the comings and goings of reclaimer patrols. "This place is heavily fortified," Sarah whispered. "It won't be easy to breach." "We need more intel," Mark replied. "Let's get closer and see if we can find a way in." Under the cover of darkness, the team approached the base, using their advanced equipment to bypass security systems. Inside, they discovered a network of tunnels and chambers, filled with stolen technology and weaponry. As they navigated the base, they overheard a conversation between two reclaimers. "Major Graves is planning something big," one of them said. "We need to secure the Phoenix Protocol before the colonies can fully unite." Mark's heart raced. "We need to get this information back to Alex." Just as they were about to leave, they stumbled upon a secure room containing data terminals. "This could be it," Sarah said, her eyes lighting up. "Let's see what we can find." Working quickly, they accessed the terminals and discovered encrypted files related to the failsafe code. "This is it," Mark said. "We need to extract this data and get out of here." As they downloaded the files, an alarm sounded. "We've been detected," Sarah warned. "We need to move, now." The team fought their way out, engaging reclaimer guards in intense firefights. With their mission accomplished, they made their way back to New Avalon, bringing the crucial intel with them. Upon their return, Mark briefed Alex and Emily on their findings. "We have the encrypted files. If we can decrypt them, we might find the failsafe code." Emily got to work immediately, using her expertise and the advanced systems of the Phoenix Protocol to crack the encryption. Hours later, she succeeded. "I've got it," she said, her voice filled with triumph. "The failsafe code." Alex felt a surge of hope. "This is our chance. We need to plan a coordinated strike on the Reclaimer's base. With the code, we can disable their access to the protocol and neutralize the threat." The team assembled, preparing for the final assault. Reinforcements from the United Colonies joined them, ready to fight for the future of humanity. As they launched their attack, the skies were filled with the sounds of battle. The Reclaimers fought fiercely, but Alex and his team pressed on, determined to reach the heart of their base. Inside, they confronted Major Graves and his lieutenants. "It's over, Graves," Alex said, his voice unwavering. "We have the failsafe code. Your plans are finished." Graves sneered. "You think you can stop us? The Phoenix Protocol belongs to us." But before Graves could act, Emily activated the failsafe. A surge of energy rippled through the base, shutting down the Reclaimer's systems and rendering their stolen technology useless. The battle was won. The Reclaimers were defeated, and the Phoenix Protocol was secure. As the dust settled, Alex and his team stood victorious. Back at New Avalon, the mood was one of relief and celebration. The threat of the Reclaimers had been eliminated, and the United Colonies could now focus on rebuilding and advancing together. Emily approached Alex, a smile on her face. "We did it. The protocol is safe." Alex nodded, his heart filled with hope for the future. "This is just the beginning. We have the knowledge and the unity to create a new era for humanity." As the sun set over the fortified city, Alex looked to the horizon, knowing that the echoes of the past had led them to a future filled with promise and possibility. The defeat of the Reclaimers had given humanity a new lease on life. With the Phoenix Protocol secure and the United Colonies working together, a sense of hope and renewal spread through New Avalon and beyond. However, the journey was far from over. The secrets of the protocol continued to unfold, revealing both opportunities and challenges. In the control room, Emily and the scientists worked tirelessly to implement the technologies they had uncovered. "We've made significant progress," Emily said, addressing the gathered team. "The renewable energy sources and climate control systems are operational. Our colonies are becoming self-sustaining." Dr. Hayes nodded in agreement. "We're also seeing advancements in medical technology. The genetic enhancements from the protocol are showing promise in improving health and longevity." As they discussed their progress, a priority transmission came through from Colonel Shaw on Europa. "Captain Turner, we've detected an anomaly near Jupiter. It's a massive energy surge, unlike anything we've seen before." Alex frowned. "What could it be?" "We're not sure," Shaw replied. But it's emanating from an old Earth station, one that was abandoned long ago. We need to investigate. Alex agreed. We'll send a team immediately. This could be another piece of the puzzle. Emily, Mark, and Sarah prepared for the mission. They boarded the Endeavour and set a course for Jupiter, their minds racing with possibilities. The journey was tense, each member of the team aware that this anomaly could either be a breakthrough or a new threat. As they approached the station, the energy readings grew stronger. The once abandoned structure now pulsed with life, its systems reactivated by an unknown force. This place is huge, Sarah said, her eyes scanning the station's exterior. It looks like it was a research facility. Emily's fingers flew over the controls. I'm picking up life signs. Someone, or something, is in there. They docked with the station and cautiously entered. The corridors were dark and silent, save for the hum of the reactivated systems. Stay alert, Mark warned. We don't know what we're dealing with. As they moved deeper into the station, they discovered a control room filled with advanced technology. This looks like the command center, Emily said, examining the consoles. Suddenly, a holographic projection flickered to life, revealing an AI interface. Welcome, travelers, the AI said in a calm, robotic voice. I am Echo, the enhanced command and heuristic operator. How may I assist you? Alex stepped forward. Echo, what is the purpose of this station? The station was designed to monitor and harness energy from Jupiter's magnetic field, Echo explained. However, it was abandoned due to the cataclysm that befell Earth. Emily's eyes widened. Why is it active now? The station's systems were reactivated by a remote signal, Echo replied. The energy surge you detected is a result of the reactivation process. Who sent the signal? Alex asked, his curiosity piqued. Unknown, Echo responded. The signal originated from deep space, beyond our current scanning capabilities. Mark frowned. Could it be the Reclaimers? It's possible, Emily said. But we need more information. As they continued to investigate, they discovered a series of encrypted files detailing an advanced energy project. This could revolutionize our energy production, Emily said, her excitement growing. We need to get this data back to New Avalon. Suddenly, the station's lights flickered, and an alarm blared. Intruder alert, Echo announced. Unidentified vessels approaching. The team raced to the viewing window and saw a fleet of ships bearing the Reclaimers' insignia. They found us, Sarah said, her voice tense. We need to defend the station, Alex said. If the Reclaimers get their hands on this technology, it could spell disaster. Mark readied his weapon. We'll hold them off. Echo, can you assist us in defending the station? Affirmative, Echo replied. Activating defense protocols. The station's automated defenses sprang to life, targeting the incoming Reclaimer ships. The battle was fierce, with energy blasts lighting up the darkness of space. As the fight raged on, Emily worked frantically to secure the data. We need to get this back to New Avalon, she said. It's our only chance. Alex and Mark held the line, their weapons blazing as they fought off the Reclaimers. We can't hold them forever, Mark warned. We need to get out of here. Sarah piloted the Endeavour, preparing for a hasty retreat. We're ready to go, she called out. Get to the ship! The team made a desperate dash for the Endeavour, narrowly avoiding the Reclaimer forces. As they boarded, Sarah engaged the engines, and the ship rocketed away from the station. The journey back to New Avalon was tense, but the team managed to evade their pursuers. Upon their return, they were greeted with relief and celebration. We did it, Emily said, presenting the data to the gathered leaders. This energy project could be a game-changer for all our colonies. Alex nodded, his heart filled with hope. We've taken another step towards a brighter future. But we must remain vigilant. The Reclaimers are still out there, and they won't stop until they're defeated. As the team worked to implement the new technology, they knew their journey was far from over. The Phoenix Protocol continued to reveal its secrets, guiding them towards a future filled with both promise and peril. With the colonies now more united than ever, Alex felt a sense of cautious optimism. They had the tools to rebuild, but the path ahead remained fraught with challenges. As the stars twinkled above, he knew that their newfound unity would be their greatest strength in the battles yet to come. The implementation of the Advanced Energy Project from the Jupiter station had provided a significant boost to the colony's resources. New Avalon was now a bustling hub of activity, with scientists and engineers working around the clock to harness the new technology. However, the looming threat of the Reclaimers kept everyone on edge. In the control room, Alex, Emily, and the leadership team were discussing their next steps. "We've made great strides," Alex said, "but we can't let our guard down. The Reclaimers are still out there, and they know we have the Phoenix Protocol." Emily nodded. "I've been analyzing the data we brought back from the Jupiter station. There's mention of a central hub for the Phoenix Protocol, something called the Heart. It's supposed to contain the core technology that powers the entire system." Alex's eyes widened. "If we can find the Heart, we could unlock the full potential of the protocol." Dr. Hayes, who had been studying the New Energy Project, spoke up. "The data suggests the Heart is located somewhere on Earth, in a heavily fortified underground facility. It's our best chance to secure the future of humanity." The decision was made. Alex would lead a team back to Earth to find and secure the Heart of the Phoenix Protocol. The team, consisting of Emily, Mark, Sarah, Jonas, and a squad of elite soldiers, prepared for the mission. As they boarded the Endeavor, the weight of their task settled over them. This mission could change everything, but it was fraught with danger. "We need to stay focused," Alex said, addressing his team. "The Reclaimers will be looking for the Heart too. We have to get there first." The journey to Earth was tense but uneventful. As they approached the planet, they activated their cloaking systems to avoid detection. The coordinates led them to a remote region, once a thriving metropolis, now a desolate wasteland. "According to the data, the facility is deep underground," Emily said, studying the holographic map. "We'll need to find an entrance and make our way down." The team landed in the ruins of the city, their surroundings eerily quiet. They moved cautiously, scanning for any signs of Reclaimer activity. "This place gives me the creeps," Sarah muttered, her eyes darting around. They located an entrance hidden beneath the rubble of a collapsed building. With Emily's expertise, they bypassed the security systems and descended into the depths of the facility. The underground complex was vast, filled with advanced technology and ancient machinery. "This must be it," Jonas said, his voice echoing in the dimly lit corridors. "The Heart of the Protocol." As they ventured deeper, they encountered signs of recent activity. "The Reclaimers have been here," Mark said, inspecting a set of footprints. "We need to move quickly." The team reached a massive chamber at the heart of the facility. In the center stood a towering structure, pulsating with a faint blue light. "That's it," Emily said, her eyes wide with awe. "The Heart of the Phoenix Protocol." They approached the structure, and Emily began interfacing with the systems. "This is incredible," she said. "The technology here is far beyond anything we've seen. It has the power to revolutionize our colonies." Just as they began to access the core technology, alarms blared throughout the facility. "We've been detected," Jonas warned. "The Reclaimers are here." A fierce firefight erupted as Reclaimer forces poured into the chamber. The team fought valiantly, using the advanced technology of the facility to their advantage. Amidst the chaos, Emily worked frantically to download the data and secure the Heart. "I need more time," she shouted over the din of battle. Alex and Mark held the line, their weapons blazing as they defended their position. "We can't hold them forever," Mark warned. "We need to get out of here." Sarah, piloting the Endeavor remotely, maneuvered the ship to an extraction point. "We're ready to go," she called out. "Get to the ship!" As Emily completed the download, the team made a desperate dash for the exit. They fought their way through the facility, narrowly avoiding the Reclaimer forces. Back on the surface, they boarded the Endeavor and rocketed away from Earth. The journey back to New Avalon was filled with tension, but the team had succeeded. They had secured the Heart of the Phoenix Protocol. Upon their return, they were greeted with relief and celebration. "We did it," Emily said, presenting the data to the gathered leaders. "The Heart contains the core technology we need to unlock the full potential of the protocol." Alex felt a surge of hope. We've taken another step towards a brighter future. But we must remain vigilant. The Reclaimers are still out there, and they won't stop until they're defeated. With the heart of the Phoenix Protocol secured, Alex and his team returned to New Avalon, bringing with them the core technology that could reshape their future. The data they had retrieved was unlike anything they had ever seen, promising advancements that could elevate humanity to new heights. Back in the control room, Emily began to unlock the secrets of the heart. The air was filled with anticipation as the team prepared to harness this newfound power. Alex looked around at his companions, each of them ready to face whatever came next. Their journey was far from over, but for the first time, the future seemed within their grasp. The success of their mission to secure the heart of the Phoenix Protocol had revitalized the colonies. New technologies were being implemented, and a sense of unity and purpose permeated through New Avalon. Yet, Alex knew that their journey was far from over, and new challenges awaited. In the main control room, Emily and her team were busy deciphering the vast amount of data they had retrieved. The heart contains blueprints for advanced medical technologies, Emily said, her eyes scanning the holographic displays. We can revolutionize healthcare across the colonies. Dr. Hayes, who had become a key figure in the scientific efforts, nodded in agreement. We can extend lifespans, cure diseases, and improve the quality of life for everyone. This is groundbreaking. As they discussed the potential, an alert interrupted their meeting. Jonas appeared on the screen, his expression grave. We've picked up a distress signal from one of our outer colonies. They're under attack. Alex's heart sank. The Reclaimers? It appears so, Jonas confirmed. They're targeting our more vulnerable settlements, hoping to weaken us. We can't let that happen, Alex said firmly. Emily, continue working on the medical technologies. Mark, gather a team. We're going to defend our colonies. The Endeavor was prepped for departure, and the team, now a seasoned group of warriors and scientists, set out for the beleaguered colony. As they traveled, Alex couldn't help but feel a sense of urgency. Every attack from the Reclaimers was a stark reminder of the dangers they faced. When they arrived, the colony was in chaos. Buildings were damaged, and the inhabitants were fighting valiantly to defend their home. Alex and his team quickly joined the fray, their advanced weaponry and tactics turning the tide. As the battle raged, Alex spotted the Reclaimers' leader, Major Graves, directing his forces from a vantage point. Determined to end the threat once and for all, Alex made his way through the battlefield towards Graves. They clashed, the sounds of their battle echoing through the colony. Blows were exchanged, each one carrying the weight of their respective causes. You can't win, Graves, Alex said through gritted teeth. The Phoenix Protocol belongs to all of humanity, not just a select few. Graves sneered. You're naive, Turner. Power is meant to be controlled, not shared. With a final, decisive strike, Alex disarmed Graves and subdued him. It's over, he said, breathing heavily. Your reign of terror ends here. The Reclaimers, seeing their leader defeated, began to retreat. The battle was won, but the cost was high. The colony lay in ruins, and the survivors looked to Alex and his team for hope. Back at New Avalon, the mood was somber but determined. They had defended the colony, but the threat of the Reclaimers remained. We need to rebuild, Emily said, her voice filled with resolve. And we need to be ready for the next attack. As the days turned into weeks, the team worked tirelessly to fortify their defenses and implement the new medical technologies. The advancements from the heart of the Phoenix Protocol were slowly but surely transforming their society. One evening, as Alex walked through the bustling streets of New Avalon, he felt a renewed sense of purpose. The challenges were great, but the potential for a brighter future was even greater. He joined Emily and Mark at a small cafe, where they discussed their next steps. We've come a long way, Emily said, smiling. But there's still so much more to do. Mark nodded. We need to stay vigilant. The Reclaimers won't give up easily, but neither will we. As the stars twinkled above, Alex knew that their journey was just beginning. The Phoenix Protocol had given them the tools they needed to rebuild, but it was their unity and determination that would see them through. With each new discovery and every challenge overcome, they were forging a path to a future filled with promise and possibility. And as they looked to the stars, they They knew that the best was yet to come. The weeks following the Reclaimers' attack had been a whirlwind of activity. New Avalon was steadily recovering, and the colonies were becoming more fortified with the advanced technologies from the heart of the Phoenix Protocol. However, the threat of the Reclaimers lingered, and Alex knew that a final confrontation was inevitable. In the command center, Alex gathered his team. "We've made incredible progress, but we can't become complacent. The Reclaimers are still out there, and they'll strike again." Emily displayed a holographic map of the solar system. "We've intercepted communications indicating that the Reclaimers are amassing their forces near Saturn. They're planning something big." Mark, ever ready for action, clenched his fists. "We need to hit them first. Take the fight to their doorstep." Alex nodded. "Agreed. This time, we need to end it once and for all. Emily, prepare the Endeavor. Jonas, coordinate with our allies on Europa and the Moon. We'll need all the support we can get." As preparations began, the atmosphere in New Avalon was tense but resolute. The colonies knew that this could be the decisive battle that determined their future. Reinforcements arrived, and the Endeavor was outfitted with the latest advancements from the Phoenix Protocol. The journey to Saturn was fraught with anticipation. As they approached the planet, they detected a massive Reclaimer fleet orbiting one of the moons. "This is it," Alex said, steeling himself for the battle ahead. "We either win here, or everything we've worked for will be lost." The Endeavor and its fleet emerged from their cloaked approach, taking the Reclaimers by surprise. A fierce space battle erupted, with energy blasts and explosions lighting up the darkness of space. The colony's advanced technology gave them an edge, but the Reclaimers fought with a desperate ferocity. Amidst the chaos, Alex and his team boarded a Reclaimer command ship, intent on taking down Major Graves once and for all. They fought their way through the corridors, encountering heavy resistance at every turn. In the heart of the ship, they found Graves orchestrating the battle. "Turner," he spat, drawing his weapon. "I knew you'd come." "This ends now, Graves," Alex said, advancing with determination. No more innocent lives lost. The ensuing battle was brutal. Graves was a formidable opponent, and the confined space amplified the intensity of their clash. Emily, Mark, and the others provided cover, fending off Reclaimer soldiers while Alex faced Graves. "You can't stop progress," Graves taunted, parrying Alex's strikes. "The Phoenix Protocol should be in the hands of those who understand its power." "Power isn't meant to be hoarded," Alex retorted, delivering a powerful blow that sent Graves reeling. "It's meant to uplift everyone." With a final, decisive strike, Alex disarmed Graves and knocked him to the ground. The Reclaimers' leader lay defeated, his plans in ruins. "It's over," Alex said, breathing heavily. "You've lost." Graves glared up at him, defiance still burning in his eyes. "You think this changes anything?" "There will always be those who seek power." Alex shook his head. "And there will always be those who stand against them." With Graves incapacitated, the Reclaimer forces began to falter. The colony's fleet pressed their advantage, driving the enemy into retreat. The battle was won, but the cost had been high. Back on the Endeavor, the mood was somber but resolute. They had achieved a significant victory, but the scars of battle were evident. "We did it," Emily said, her voice filled with a mix of relief and exhaustion. "The Reclaimers are defeated." Alex nodded, looking out at the stars. "This is just the beginning. We've secured a future for humanity, but we need to stay vigilant." As they returned to New Avalon, the news of their victory spread, bringing hope and a renewed sense of purpose to the colonies. They had faced a formidable enemy and emerged stronger, united by their shared vision of a better future. In the days that followed, the colonies worked tirelessly to rebuild and strengthen their alliances. The technologies from the Phoenix Protocol were being implemented across the solar system, bringing prosperity and stability. One evening, as Alex stood on a balcony overlooking the bustling city, Emily joined him. "We've come a long way," she said, a smile playing on her lips. "But there's still so much to do." Alex nodded, his heart filled with hope and determination. "We'll face whatever comes next, together. The Phoenix Protocol has given us the tools, but it's our unity that will see us through." As the stars twinkled above, Alex knew that their journey was far from over. The challenges ahead would be great, but so too were the possibilities. With the strength of their unity and the wisdom of the past, they would forge a future filled with promise and hope. And as they looked to the horizon, they knew that the best was yet to come. With the Reclaimers defeated and the Phoenix Protocol fully operational, a new era began for humanity. The colonies, now more united than ever, worked tirelessly to implement the advanced technologies that would ensure their survival and prosperity. Yet, the path ahead was not without its challenges. In the bustling hub of New Avalon, Alex and his team gathered to discuss their next steps. "We've come a long way," Alex said, addressing the assembled leaders and scientists. "But we need to ensure that the Phoenix Protocol is used responsibly and for the benefit of all." Dr. Hayes, who had become a key advisor, nodded. "We must continue to share our advancements with all the colonies. The technologies we have can transform lives, but they must be managed carefully." Emily, ever the optimist, added, "We also need to focus on exploration and expansion. The protocol contains data on potential habitable planets beyond our solar system. It's time to reach for the stars." As the discussions continued, a priority transmission interrupted them. Colonel Shaw from Europa appeared on the screen. "Captain Turner, we've detected an anomaly in deep space. It's a signal, similar to the one we found on Earth. It could be another piece of the Phoenix Protocol." Alex's curiosity was piqued. "We need to investigate. This could be crucial for our continued development." The decision was made to send an expedition. Alex, Emily, Mark, and Sarah prepared for the journey, along with a team of scientists and explorers. They boarded the Endeavour, their minds filled with anticipation. The journey took them to the edge of known space, where the signal originated from a distant, uncharted system. As they approached, they discovered a massive structure orbiting a barren planet. "This looks ancient," Sarah said, her eyes wide with awe. "Like it's been here for centuries." Emily scanned the structure. "The signal is definitely coming from inside. It's similar to the one we found on Earth, but much stronger." They docked with the structure and cautiously entered. The interior was a labyrinth of corridors and chambers, filled with advanced technology and mysterious symbols. "This place is incredible," Emily whispered. "It's like a library of forgotten knowledge." As they explored, they discovered a central chamber containing a massive data core. "This must be it," Alex said, approaching the core. "The heart of this structure." Emily began interfacing with the core, her fingers flying over the controls. "The data here is vast," she said, her voice filled with excitement. "It contains information on advanced propulsion systems, energy sources, and even terraforming techniques." As they delved deeper into the data, they uncovered a message from the ancient civilization that had built the structure. "To those who find this," the message read, "we are the Archons, guardians of the Phoenix Protocol. Our civilization perished, but we leave this knowledge for you, hoping you will use it wisely." The team was awestruck. "The Archons were like us," Alex said. "They faced their own challenges and left behind their legacy for future generations." Suddenly, the structure shook, and alarms blared. "We've triggered a defense system," Mark warned. "We need to get out of here." As they raced back to the Endeavour, the structure's automated defenses activated, targeting the intruders. The team fought their way through, narrowly escaping as the structure began to self-destruct. Back on the Endeavour, they watched as the ancient structure was consumed by explosions. "We got the data," Emily said, holding up a data crystal. "But that place was a death trap." Alex nodded, his mind racing with the possibilities. "We need to analyze this data and integrate it with the Phoenix Protocol. The Archon's knowledge could be the key to our future." Upon their return to New Avalon, the team was greeted with a mix of relief and anticipation. "We found something incredible," Alex announced, addressing the gathered leaders and scientists. "The knowledge of the Archons will guide us into a new era." Emily and the scientists worked tirelessly to decipher and integrate the new data. The advanced propulsion systems promised faster-than-light travel, while the terraforming techniques could make even the harshest planets habitable. As the days turned into weeks, the colonies began to implement these new technologies. The Phoenix Protocol, now enriched with the Archon's knowledge, became the foundation of a new golden age. One evening, as Alex stood on a hill overlooking New Avalon, the city was a beacon of light and progress, a testament to humanity's resilience and determination. Emily joined him, her eyes reflecting the same hope and determination. "We've come so far," she said, smiling. "And there's still so much more to discover." Alex nodded, his heart filled with gratitude and resolve. "We'll keep pushing forward, together. The stars are no longer the limit, they're just the beginning." As the sun set and the stars twinkled above, Alex knew that humanity's journey was just beginning. With the knowledge of the past and the unity of the present, they would embrace the future with confidence and courage. And as they looked towards the horizon, they felt the dawn of a new era rising with them, promising endless possibilities and a brighter tomorrow.